What if I told you there's a place where crocodiles are family members who respond to their names, where the strongest man in the world builds his muscle training with car engines pulled from scrapyards, and where women architect houses from cow dung that transform entire villages into breathtaking art galleries? Picture a land where taxis operate without meters or rules, driven by philosopher-comedians who'll debate life while navigating dusty roads, where markets literally walk to you balanced impossibly on human heads, and where ancient festivals explode with masked spirits dancing around roaring fires under star-filled skies. Welcome to Burkina Faso, West Africa's best-kept secret. A landlocked nation that defies every expectation and redefines what it means to live authentically. This is a country where tradition and innovation dance together in perfect harmony, where every street corner tells a story, and where the warmth of human connection transcends language barriers. Stick around, because what you're about to discover about this remarkable corner of our world might just fundamentally change the way you see travel, community, and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. Deep in the heart of Burkina Faso, ancient spirits awaken through festivals that blur the line between performance and sacred ritual. The nation's biggest celebrations, Festa and Sao, are electrifying spectacles that reveal a country's very soul through towering masks that seem to breathe with life, and traditional crafts that dazzle with centuries-old techniques, proving that extraordinary beauty can bloom in even the toughest soils when nurtured by unwavering cultural pride. Indu Festa awakens like a sleeping giant every 7 years, completely transforming sleepy towns into whirlwinds of spiritual energy and artistic expression. Picture towering masks, wooden giants that stretch toward the heavens adorned with intricate patterns of feathers, animal horns, and hand-carved symbols that have been passed down through countless generations. These aren't mere decorations, they're conduits channeling ancestral spirits who return to guide and protect their descendants. As the sun sets and traditional drums begin their thunderous conversation, dancers leap and spin with supernatural grace, their movements telling stories older than written history. The masked figures engage in mesmerizing dance battles that captivate onlookers with a powerful blend of awe-inspiring skill and infectious exuberance. Laughter mingles with deep reverence as these spiritual warriors face off in clouds of red dust, their every gesture carrying profound meaning understood by generations of villagers who crowd around makeshift arenas. The sensory experience is overwhelming in the best possible way. The rich aroma of perfectly grilled kebabs and aromatic rice dishes wafts from countless food stalls run by local families, feeding crowds caught up in rituals that feel simultaneously timeless and thrillingly alive. Then there's Sao in Agadir, a spectacular biennial craft extravaganza, where master artisans, predominantly led by Burkina Faso's incredibly talented women, transform sprawling traditional markets into treasure troves of cultural expression. Here you'll discover the famous Faso Danfani textiles, hand-woven cotton strips in brilliant colors that take weeks to complete, intricate silver jewelry crafted using techniques unchanged for centuries, and sculpted clay pottery that serves both practical and ceremonial purposes. What makes Sao truly special is its interactive nature. Visitors aren't mere observers, but active participants receiving hands-on lessons in traditional weaving techniques or learning the ancient art of wood carving from masters who've dedicated their lives to preserving these skills. The grand prize ceremony crowns magnificent marvels like metal-studded floor mats and elaborately decorated ceremonial stools, showcasing how deep-rooted heritage continuously fuels modern innovation, making Sao a vibrant creative hub where Africa's artistic pulse beats strongest and loudest. Together, these festivals represent Burkina Faso's triumphant roar to the world, living proof that a people can defy economic hardship and political challenges through the transformative power of art, music, and unbreakable unity. They turn material scarcity into spiritual splendor while warmly inviting visitors from every corner of the globe to join their unshakable celebration of life, legacy, and the enduring strength found in community bonds. Next up, let's shine a well-deserved spotlight on the remarkable women of Burkina Faso who embody not just the vibrant physical beauty of West Africa, but also represent the cultural backbone of their society. With their naturally healthy dark skin that glows in the African sun, Thick, curly hair often styled in elaborate braids that can take hours to complete, striking deep-set eyes that seem to hold ancient wisdom, elegant high cheekbones and radiant smiles that light up entire rooms. These women exude a confidence and natural charm that's impossible to ignore. Many still proudly practice traditional tribal tattooing, using intricate geometric patterns and symbolic designs, not merely for aesthetic purposes, but as living storytellers that communicate their heritage, personal strength, family lineage, and important life milestones. Each mark carries deep meaning, some indicating marital status, others representing spiritual protection, and many serving as beautiful declarations of cultural identity that connect them to their ancestors. Their passionate love for vibrant traditional clothing is immediately striking to visitors. Picture flowing dresses in bold patterns of orange, green, and gold, paired with substantial accessories like handcrafted gold, silver, or bronze necklaces that can weigh several pounds, matching bracelets that jingle melodically as they move, and elaborate earrings that frame their faces beautifully. These aren't fashion statements, but cultural declarations that make them stand out magnificently in any crowd while honoring generations of traditional craftsmanship. On this special day, men completely take over all daily household responsibilities, cooking elaborate meals from scratch, cleaning every corner of homes, doing laundry by hand, carrying children on their backs, fetching water from distant wells, and managing all domestic duties, while women literally kick back, relax, and enjoy being pampered like queens for a full day. In certain regions, particularly among the traditional Fon tribe, men even don colorful skirts and apply ceremonial makeup for the entire day to truly honor and understand the everyday efforts that women invest in maintaining family life and community stability. It's a heartwarming tradition that completely flips conventional gender roles while creating genuine appreciation, understanding, and laughter throughout communities. The sight of traditionally serious men struggling with cooking techniques while wearing bright fabrics creates moments of pure joy that strengthen family bonds and community relationships in ways that last far beyond the single celebration day. Speaking of remarkable traditions, let's explore how these incredibly resourceful Burkina Faso women transform the most unexpected everyday materials into stunning works of functional art in our next fascinating fact. Culinary surprises that come with a fermented punch. Burkina Faso's culinary landscape offers adventurous food lovers a flavorful journey through authentic West African traditions that have been refined over centuries. The cuisine reflects the country's agricultural heritage, resourcefulness in harsh climates, and the creative genius of cooks who transform simple ingredients into complex, satisfying meals that nourish both body and soul. It stands as the undisputed foundation of Burkinabe cuisine, a hearty, doughy staple made from carefully ground millet or corn flour that's prepared with techniques passed down through generations. Think of it as West Africa's answer to mashed potatoes, but with a unique texture and nutty flavor that perfectly complements the region's bold sauces. This versatile base is traditionally served alongside rich, hearty sauces made from okra that's been slow-cooked, until silky smooth or nutritious baobab leaf sauces that pack incredible vitamins and minerals while delivering complex, earthy flavors that surprise first-time visitors with their depth and satisfaction. Rizgra represents the country's version of a beloved rice dish that could be considered West Africa's answer to jambalaya or paella. This rich, aromatic creation combines perfectly cooked rice with a medley of fresh tomatoes, caramelized onions, aromatic garlic, and generous portions of meat. Usually tender chicken that's been seasoned with local spices or beef that's been slow cooked until it falls apart. You'll find this satisfying dish available at street corners throughout major cities where vendors serve it steaming hot from large pots, making it the perfect quick bite for locals rushing between work and family obligations. Brochet takes the form of marinated grilled meat skewers that fill the air with absolutely irresistible aromas that can be detected from blocks away. Street vendors expertly grill these protein-packed treats over charcoal fires, creating a smoky flavor that combines with traditional spice blends to create something truly special. The meat is typically marinated for hours in a mixture that includes local peppers, herbs, and spices that create layers of flavor in every bite. The beverage scene offers equally unique and adventurous options that reflect local agricultural traditions. Do, a traditional fermented millet beer, provides a bold, complex taste that might challenge newcomers, but represents centuries of brewing expertise adapted to local ingredients and climate conditions. The fermentation process creates natural probiotics while delivering a mildly alcoholic beverage that's both refreshing and nutritious. The beauty of Burkina cuisine lies in its simplicity, freshness, and incredible character that emerges from using locally sourced ingredients in time-tested combinations. Every dish tells a story of adaptation, creativity, and community sharing that makes meals about much more than simple nutrition. What dish would you be most eager to try first when exploring this fascinating culinary landscape? From these incredible food experiences to the remarkable affordability that makes Burkina Faso accessible to budget-conscious travelers, our exploration reveals how this remarkable country offers both cultural richness and practical value for adventurous visitors seeking authentic experiences. 4. Homes built from cow dung, and they're stunning. If you think creating beautiful art requires expensive tools, fancy materials, or formal training, the women of Tile Village will completely change your perspective. In this remarkable settlement, female architects and artists craft stunning homes using an unexpected combination of locally sourced mud, dried grass straw, and yes, fresh cow dung. Far from being off-putting or primitive, this traditional mixture creates incredibly sturdy, well-insulated walls that are not only environmentally friendly and completely sustainable, but also provide superior temperature control in the harsh West African climate. These structures aren't just functional shelters, they're absolute masterpieces of folk architecture that would make professional designers envious. The talented women who build them spend weeks decorating each exterior wall with intricate geometric patterns, spiritual symbols, and abstract designs that transform the entire village into a living, breathing art gallery, where no two homes look remotely alike. Walking through Thiel feels like strolling through an outdoor museum, where every building tells a unique story through visual language that's been refined over centuries. The architectural specifications serve both practical and cultural purposes. Standing approximately 6 feet tall with doorways that measure only 3 feet high, these houses require all visitors to bow deeply as they enter, a built-in gesture of respect for the homeowners that automatically creates a sense of humility and reverence. This distinctive design element once served a crucial practical purpose during periods of regional conflict, making it significantly more difficult for potential intruders to barge in quickly during unsettled times, giving residents precious seconds to prepare defenses or escape routes.
The artistic elements are where these homes truly shine as cultural treasures. One house might feature elaborate spirals covering entire walls, symbols traditionally believed to provide spiritual protection for families living within. Another might showcase bold triangular patterns that represent strength, unity, and the connection between earth and sky that's central to local spiritual beliefs. Some homes display intricate representations of local animals, plants, or geometric patterns that carry deep meaning within the community's oral traditions. The construction process itself represents a beautiful example of community cooperation and female empowerment. Young girls learn by watching and participating, ensuring these architectural and artistic traditions continue flowing seamlessly from generation to generation. Beyond their obvious visual impact, these homes demonstrate remarkable environmental consciousness that modern green building advocates would applaud. It's a powerful testament to human creativity, resourcefulness, and the ability to create beauty from the most unexpected materials available in local environments. Have you ever encountered homes constructed from such unconventional materials that manage to be both functional and artistically impressive? Meet the world's strongest man from Burkina Faso, a remarkable individual who embodies raw physical strength, mental resilience, and infectious charm in equal measure. His journey began on rugby fields where his natural explosive power first caught attention during local matches. When he made the strategic decision to transition into professional strongman competitions, he completely transformed not just his training regimen, but his entire life philosophy, approaching strength development with the methodical precision of a scientist and the passion of an artist. Training in Burkina Faso presented unique challenges that would have defeated lesser athletes. The numbers that define his career are absolutely staggering and continue growing. Hours of daily training fuel these superhuman feats, combining brute force development with tactical intelligence that sets him apart from competitors who rely purely on physical gifts. Beyond the record-breaking numbers and international recognition, Iron Biby's personality absolutely steals the show wherever he competes. His daily nutrition requirements are as epic as his lifting achievements. The nickname Iron Biby started as a playful reference from friends who were amazed by his seemingly superhuman strength, but it has evolved into a globally recognized title that defines his reign as one of strongman competition's most dominant and charismatic figures. Mobile markets balanced impossibly on vendor heads transform ordinary shopping experiences into captivating cultural parades that blend ancient tradition with modern resourcefulness in ways that will leave visitors absolutely mesmerized. Picture encountering a man whose very presence announces itself through the irresistible scent of perfectly grilled brochettes that wafts from the portable grill somehow balanced on his head, drawing crowds of hungry customers with every confident step he takes through villages and city neighborhoods alike. These remarkable sellers don't simply deliver goods from point A to point B, they animate the entire marketplace concept, moving with a natural rhythm that's simultaneously functional and beautiful, practical and artistic. The incredible balancing skill traces back countless generations, particularly among women who begin mastering this art form during childhood. It's a marvel of human biomechanics and years of dedicated practice, maintaining perfect spine alignment, taking sure steps across rugged terrain, and keeping everything intact even when navigating steep hills, rocky paths, or crowded market squares. The sight consistently stuns newcomers and locals alike, representing a living connection to traditional ways of life that have adapted beautifully to modern commercial needs. Watching a vendor effortlessly balance what appears to be an impossible load while simultaneously engaging in animated conversations, making change for customers, and maintaining perfect posture creates moments of pure wonder that remind observers of human capabilities that seem almost supernatural. Versatility represents their greatest business strength and competitive advantage. Successful vendors demonstrate remarkable adaptability by shifting their offerings based on weather conditions, time of day, and seasonal demands. Cold drinks and fresh fruit during scorching afternoon heat, warm snacks and hot beverages during cooler evening hours, umbrellas and rain protection when storm clouds gather. They appear wherever they're most needed, whether that's rural homes craving soap and household supplies or city traffic jams where trapped drivers desperately want quick snacks and cold drinks. They represent the ultimate pop-up shops, thriving on sharp business instincts, perfect timing, and deep understanding of customer needs. Their natural charm and entertainment value often seal deals and create loyal customer relationships that last for years. A skilled vendor might juggle tomatoes while describing their freshness, sing traditional songs while displaying millet cakes, or perform impromptu comedy routines that spark laughter and extended haggling matches that end with bonus treats for regular customers and special discounts for first-time buyers. It's commerce wrapped in joy, community building, and authentic human connection that transforms routine purchases into memorable social interactions. Beyond simple sales transactions, these mobile merchants serve as vital community connectors who knit neighborhoods together through their daily routes. They swap important news and gossip as they travel between locations, providing information networks that keep communities informed about everything from weather warnings to family celebrations to political developments. For visitors, they offer authentic tastes of Burkina Faso's cultural soul, colorful scarves, delicious meat skewers, and fascinating stories included in every purchase. Their remarkable tenacity, hauling substantial loads with genuine smiles under the relentless African sun while maintaining positive attitudes and customer service excellence, serves as a vibrant testament to human spirit, endurance, and the ability to find joy and dignity in honest work that serves community needs. These walking markets represent Burkina Faso at its most resourceful, creative, and beautifully human. 7. A land named for honesty rooted in more than 60 cultures. Burkina Faso isn't just another randomly placed dot on West African maps. It's a fascinating landlocked country that occupies a strategically important position in the heart of West Africa, completely surrounded by 6 diverse neighbors. Mali to the north and west, Niger to the east, and a southern border shared with Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. This geographic positioning has created centuries of cultural exchange, trade relationships, and shared histories that continue shaping the nation's identity today. Spanning approximately 105,900 square miles of varied terrain, Burkina Faso offers visitors a landmass that's notably bigger than Colorado, but slightly smaller than New Zealand, providing plenty of space for diverse landscapes, ecosystems, and cultural regions that each offer unique experiences for travelers willing to explore beyond major urban centers. The country sits strategically positioned on the edge of the Sahel, that crucial transitional zone between the vast Sahara Desert and West Africa's lush grasslands. This unique geographic positioning creates a fascinating environmental divide that gives Burkina Faso a distinctive climate characterized by two dramatically different seasons. An extended dry season that can last up to 8 months and an intense rainy season that brings life-giving precipitation to agricultural communities and refills water sources throughout the country. Temperature variations can be extreme and challenging for visitors unaccustomed to sub-Saharan African climates. During peak summer months, thermometers regularly climb to a scorching 113 degrees Fahrenheit that makes midday outdoor activities nearly impossible for those not adapted to such intense heat. However, desert-influenced climate patterns create significant temperature drops after sunset, often cooling off by 30 to 40 degrees, and offering blessed relief that makes evening and early morning hours perfect for exploration, cultural activities, and comfortable social interaction. The name Burkina Faso, officially adopted in 1984 to replace the colonial designation Upper Volta, carries profound cultural significance that reflects the nation's values and aspirations. The carefully chosen title translates to Land of Honest People, a designation that goes far beyond simple national branding to represent the integrity, honor, and resilience that characterize the over 22 million residents who call this remarkable country home. This relatively young and incredibly dynamic population creates an energy and optimism that's immediately apparent to visitors. The demographic represents one of Africa's most culturally diverse nations, with more than 60 distinct ethnic groups maintaining their unique traditions, languages, customs, and cultural practices, while contributing to a rich national tapestry that defies simple categorization or easy generalizations. The Mossi people, comprising approximately 40% of the total population, represent the largest single ethnic group and have historically played dominant roles in politics, commerce, and cultural leadership. However, their influence coexists harmoniously with dozens of other groups including the Fula, Gourmanche, Bobo, Senufo, Bisa, and many smaller communities that each contribute essential elements to the nation's cultural richness and social complexity. While French serves as the official language for government, education, and formal business communications, a legacy of colonial history, over 70 indigenous languages continue thriving throughout different regions, communities, and ethnic groups. More, spoken primarily by the Mossi people, ranks among the most commonly heard languages in daily life, but travelers might also encounter Dioula, Fula, or any number of other local languages that reflect the incredible linguistic diversity that makes Burkina Faso a fascinating destination for cultural exploration. This remarkable cultural richness, combined with the country's geographic diversity and the genuine warmth of its people, creates the perfect foundation for incredible exploration opportunities that reveal authentic West African life, largely untouched by mass tourism. The stage is set for visitors to experience something truly special and transformative. 8. Street taxis run by DJs, philosophers, and comedians. Taxis in Burkina Faso offer passengers far more than simple transportation. They provide mobile entertainment centers, impromptu philosophy seminars, and comedy shows that make every journey an unforgettable cultural experience. These distinctive green and white vehicles, often well-maintained older Peugeot 504s or sturdy 90s Toyota models that have seen better days, might be missing windows, door handles, or other non-essential components held together with creative combinations of string wire and mechanical ingenuity, but they navigate Ouagadougou's dusty, chaotic roads with remarkable efficiency and surprising reliability. The real stars of these mobile experiences are undoubtedly the drivers themselves, remarkable individuals who seamlessly blend multiple roles as part DJ spinning the latest Afrobeat hits, part philosopher ready to debate life's biggest questions, and part stand-up comedian capable of keeping passengers entertained throughout even the longest cross-city journeys. Hop into one of these vehicles expecting a quiet, anonymous ride, and you'll quickly find yourself engaged in animated discussions about international soccer rivalries, local politics, economic theories, family relationships, or philosophical questions about the meaning of life, all while infectious African music blares from speakers that somehow produce crystal-clear sound despite the vehicle's otherwise deteriorated condition. The fare system operates on fascinating principles that would confuse visitors accustomed to regulated taximeters or ride-sharing apps with predetermined pricing. There are no meters, standardized rates, or corporate oversight. Just good old-fashioned negotiation skills, personal charm, and social dynamics that can dramatically influence the final price. Share an entertaining story about your travels, compliment the driver's musical taste or driving skills, or demonstrate genuine interest in local culture, and you might find the fare mysteriously dropping by 30 to 50% as your temporary host decides you deserve the friend price rather than the standard tourist rate. Some enterprising drivers operate on creative barter systems that would make economists smile, gladly accepting quality coffee, interesting conversation, or even small gifts in partial payment for rides. Don't be surprised if your driver suddenly stops mid-trip to pick up an additional passenger, usually a friend, neighbor, or regular customer, or pauses the journey entirely to catch up with acquaintances they spot on the street, engaging in animated conversations that might last 10 to 15 minutes while you sit comfortably in the back seat observing authentic local social interaction. These interruptions aren't inconveniences, but, they're really integral parts of the experience that reveal how transportation in Burkina Faso serves broader social functions beyond just simple point-to-point movement. Taxis operate as mobile community centers where information gets shared, relationships are maintained, business deals are discussed, and social bonds are strengthened through daily interactions that keep communities connected across urban distances. The vehicles themselves often reflect their drivers' personalities through decorative elements, religious symbols, family photos, favorite soccer team emblems, or inspirational quotes painted on dashboards or hanging from rearview mirrors. Some drivers have installed surprisingly sophisticated sound systems that transform their cars into rolling concert venues, while others prefer quiet environments that encourage meaningful conversations between strangers who might never meet again. Taxis here represent much more than commercial transportation services. They're authentic slices of daily life that provide visitors with intimate glimpses into local social dynamics, humor, values, and the remarkable human connections that make ordinary journeys extraordinary. After experiencing these mobile cultural immersion sessions, let's shift our focus to explore Burkina Faso's remarkable contribution to international cinema and artistic expression. 9. The film festival that puts Hollywood to shame. Forget Hollywood's exclusive red carpets, astronomical budgets, and celebrity-obsessed media coverage. Burkina Faso's Fespaco, which stands for Festival Panafricain du Cinéma et de la Télévision de Ouagadougou, represents Africa's biggest, most authentic, and most culturally significant film festival. It really prioritizes artistic merit, social impact, and genuine cultural expression over commercial considerations and industry politics. Launched in 1969 during an era when African voices were largely excluded from international cinema conversations, Fespaco has evolved into a biennial celebration held in Ouagadougou. It brings together visionary filmmakers, talented actors, industry professionals, and passionate film enthusiasts from across the African continent and beyond to share authentic stories that reflect the real experiences, challenges, dreams, and triumphs of African people. Unlike the Oscar ceremonies, Cannes Film Festival, or other prestigious international events that require expensive formal attire, exclusive VIP passes, industry connections, or substantial financial resources to attend, Fespaco embraces democratic accessibility and community participation. Films screen in unconventional venues that reflect the festival's grassroots spirit. Soccer fields where families spread blankets under star-filled skies. Dusty public squares where entire neighborhoods gather for outdoor screenings. Bustling traditional markets where vendors continue selling snacks and drinks while movies play on portable screens. And community centers where discussions continue long after final credits roll. The atmosphere, really blends serious artistic appreciation with joyful celebration as local vendors move through the crowd, selling freshly grilled kebabs, cold drinks, roasted peanuts, and traditional snacks. This makes every screening feel more like a community festival than a formal cultural event. Children dash between rows of seated adults, creating a family-friendly environment that welcomes everyone, no matter their age, economic status, or cultural background. The festival's top prize, the prestigious Etalon de Yanenga, is actually a golden statue that depicts a legendary Mossi warrior princess, symbolizing courage, independence, and cultural pride. This award honors the year's best African film based on artistic excellence, cultural authenticity, social relevance, and technical achievement. Criteria that, honestly, prioritize meaningful storytelling over commercial appeal or international market consideration. Winners of this highly sought-after award become part of an elite group of filmmakers who have used cinema to explore complex social issues, preserve cultural traditions, challenge political systems, celebrate African heritage, and create powerful narratives that go way beyond simple entertainment. Previous winners have addressed topics like the lasting impacts of colonialism, women's rights in traditional societies, environmental challenges facing rural communities, and the experiences of African immigrants in foreign countries. The festival atmosphere feels refreshingly raw and authentic, capturing the continent's creative spirit without the artificial glamour, corporate sponsorships, or media manipulation that can overshadow artistic achievement at more commercialized events. Attendees engage in passionate discussions about film techniques, social messages, cultural representation, and artistic vision in ways that reflect genuine love for cinema as an art form and communication medium. Fespaco has discovered and launched careers of numerous filmmakers who have gone on to achieve international recognition while maintaining strong cultural roots and African perspectives. The festival serves as a crucial platform for emerging talent, providing networking opportunities, industry mentorship, and exposure that can transform promising filmmakers into influential voices capable of reaching global audiences. Have you ever attended a film festival in such an unexpectedly authentic and community-centered environment? Burkina Faso's passionate commitment to cinematic excellence and cultural expression represents another compelling reason why this remarkable country continues to shine as a beacon of African creativity and artistic achievement. Now let's explore the natural wonders and cultural treasures that make this nation an ideal destination for adventurous travelers. You know, Burkina Faso might consistently fly under the international tourism radar, often overshadowed by more heavily marketed African destinations. But honestly, this relative obscurity actually represents one of its greatest advantages, as a pristine travel destination where authentic experiences remain largely untouched by mass tourism's homogenizing effects and commercial pressure. Arli National Park stands as a crown jewel among West Africa's wildlife reserves, spanning nearly 800 square miles of diverse ecosystems that support incredible biodiversity and offer safari experiences that, honestly, rival the famous East African parks, but with just a fraction of the crowds and commercial development. From November through May, during the optimal dry season when animals concentrate around permanent water sources, visitors can spot magnificent elephants moving in family groups, powerful lions resting in the shade during the midday heat, massive hippos wallowing in river pools, and of course, an extraordinary variety of rare bird species that make the park a paradise for wildlife photographers and nature enthusiasts. The park's relative isolation means wildlife viewing often occurs in complete solitude, allowing for intimate encounters with African animals in their natural habitat, without the distraction of tourist buses, crowded viewing areas, or commercial photography restrictions. Early morning game drives frequently yield stunning photographic opportunities as animals gather at waterholes, while golden sunrise light creates perfect conditions for professional quality wildlife photography. The National Museum in Ouagadougou provides visitors with comprehensive cultural immersion that goes far beyond static displays of artifacts and historical information. This remarkable institution showcases extensive collections of traditional costumes representing various ethnic groups, authentic musical instruments that visitors can often hear demonstrated, intricate sculptures that reveal sophisticated artistic traditions, and ceremonial masks that connect directly to the festivals we explored earlier. What makes the museum experience particularly special is the presence of master artisans who regularly demonstrate their traditional crafts live, allowing visitors to witness centuries-old techniques being practiced by contemporary experts. Watching a skilled weaver create Faso d'Anfani textiles or observing a master carver shape wood into ceremonial objects provides insights into cultural traditions that can't be gained through books, videos, or secondhand descriptions. For nature enthusiasts and adventure seekers, the Sindhu Cliffs represent an absolute must-see geological wonder that showcases the incredible power of natural forces operating over millions of years. These dramatic sandstone pillars, towers, and formations have been sculpted by wind and water erosion into shapes that seem to defy gravity and inspire the imagination. The dramatic landscape offers excellent opportunities for hiking, rock climbing for experienced climbers, and photography that captures some of West Africa's most spectacular natural scenery. Standing atop these ancient formations during sunset provides visitors with panoramic views that encompass the vastness of West Africa's landscape. Endless horizons stretching toward neighboring countries, traditional villages scattered across the plains below, and skies that seem impossibly large and brilliantly colored as the sun sets over the African continent. The experience creates profound connections to the natural world and geological time that puts human concerns into perspective while inspiring deep appreciation for Earth's natural beauty. The combination of wildlife viewing opportunities, cultural education, and natural wonders creates travel experiences that satisfy diverse interests and learning styles. So, what type of travel experience most appeals to you? Wildlife photography and animal observation, cultural immersion and traditional arts, or maybe nature hiking and geological exploration? Imagine a place where crocodiles aren't feared but welcomed as friends. That's Banjul, a small village in Burkina Faso where, honestly, over 100 crocodiles live side by side with humans. Unlike in Florida or Louisiana, where signs warn of alligators, here these reptiles are treated like pets. This extraordinary bond began over 600 years ago during a drought, when crocodiles led villagers to water sources, turning them into cherished companions ever since. Today, the people of Banjul feed the crocodiles by hand, celebrate them with festivals, and even hold solemn ceremonies when one passes away. In return, these crocodiles are remarkably gentle. They don't fight over food and even respond to their names, crawling ashore for photos with visitors. For 600 years, this harmony has remained unbroken, making Banjul a true wonder. Live like royalty on $700 a month makes it a dream for budget travelers. In Ouagadougou, a spacious apartment rents for under $300 a month, dropping to $100 in the suburbs. Compare that to New York's thousands. Casual restaurant meals run $2 to $5 like a coffee in the US, while fancier spots charge $15 to $25. Gas costs about $4 a gallon, but with motorcycles, taxis, and bush taxis at 50 cents a ride, daily travel is just $1 to $3. Utilities, electricity, water, internet, average $30 to $50 monthly, with high-speed internet at $25 to $40. It's not Silicon Valley fast, but honestly, it works for streaming or remote work. You can live comfortably on $500 to $700 a month, a fraction of big city costs. Thanks for traveling with us. Wherever you are in the world, remember, home isn't just a place, it's a perspective. We'll see you in the next story, only here on Beyond Borders. Hit subscribe, share the journey, and hey, stay curious.